Welcome back to Truth Bomber TV. We're talking about good and evil and the coronavirus today. The battle on planet Earth between good and evil has been going on since the beginning of time and is the purpose of time. We are definitely on a very big spiritual mission that I don't think most people see or understand because they're so busy trying to raise kids, go to school, go to work, have all these responsibilities that most people never really get to think about. What am I doing on this planet? What is my sole purpose? Empaths and narcissists are both on this planet to teach each other where they need to heal, where we need to evolve, and what we need to do. So right now we can see a lot of mirrors and symbols between what's happening in the world and what's happening on a narcissistic level. So the wearing of the mask, even in itself, can reflect back to us. We do not have the right to be heard, which is what all narcissists think. They're the only ones that have the right to be heard, versus empaths thinking we should all be heard. We want everybody to be able to voice their opinion and do what they want and how they want. So when we see people wearing masks, a lot of it is this outer reflection of being masked themselves and feeling like their own voice isn't valid. So there's all kinds of symbolism that is in every single day in everything we encounter that we do not see a lot of times. So narcissists easily take control of empaths because we want to give our control away. So empaths are thinking that it's good to trust the narcissist because this looks like the easy way out. So narcissists ultimately have to fail us and only be interested in destroying things for us to step back into our own personal power. If they were a safe place, if they were thinking about co-sharing loving bonds, healing, fixing, and solving the world's problems, the empaths would never have to face this part of themselves because they would be too comfortable, because they would never have to. And so narcissists have to be geared that way in order to get empaths to come into their own personal power and stop handing it away. Because the cost is these people are destroying this earth, they're destroying our food systems, our relationships with each other. They have to just keep bumping up all of their dysfunctional programs so that finally the mass consciousness will wake up to what's really going on. But narcissists and empaths both don't want to see the truth. Even if it's for opposite reasons, empaths will stay in dysfunctional relationships, they'll stay in toxic relationships, and they will try to make the most of it. Guaranteed, there are empaths out there right now trying to make the most out of isolation and wearing masks and being controlled rather than step into their own personal power and fight for our freedoms. Because that's how empaths are. They don't want to see turmoil. They don't want to see grief. So they're like, okay, I'm trying to make the most of this so everybody else maybe will be able to too. So you've got to know where you need to let go of the world's problems, but do everything you can to heal, evolve, and take charge of what you can do. In order to do this, you've got to become a balance within yourself. You've got to step up to the plate. Turning the tables between good and evil is our spiritual mission and part of our purpose here on earth. Yet we are operating at a minimum of our human potential because of these unhealed wounds, because all the information has been suppressed on how our bodies truly work and what we're really doing here in order to keep us in the dark. So many things that need to be inspected and looked at and stepped up to in order for good to prevail over evil. The outside world is a mirror of this collective consciousness. So when we see pollution on Earth, it's reflecting pollution that we have inside of ourselves. What is pollution we have inside of ourselves? It's insecurities, it's jealousy, it's stress, it's fear, it's a loneliness, it's gossiping, it's hate, it's sadness. It's all of these feelings of the ego. And these places where we have this soul pollution, we need to work through within ourselves. So I'm going to link a video about that, how everything is set up for spiritual tests, so that you can see there's a lot of spiritual tests coming, and there's a lot of spiritual tests we're in right now. And we need to step into our own personal power. So when we take action, not only are we not falling into any negative emotions like fear, greed, jealousy, all these different things, not only are we dropping into that, but we're staying in high positive vibrations and emotions. We're not judging either side, because we're saying, oh, this has a purpose for me, so we don't have any judgments. And when you answer in the healed, evolved way, doing all that you can do, then you really realize that everything is happening in its own perfect working order. So you've got to also use the laws of the universe as conscious creators. So what we focus on, we create. And what's energetically within us, we create. So the only way for us to change the paradigms between good and evil is to do our seal work, heal our traumas, take action, become the God, goddess we were designed to be, and work this out on earth. That is the only way for this good versus evil to stop. And once you get to this place of perfect harmony, even with the evil, because you see what it was meant to teach you, it's a very powerful place. So narcissists have a purpose in helping empaths understand what they need to do in order to complete their spiritual mission. So hopefully this has helped you to understand that yes, there is a lot of good and evil going on, but it has a specific reason, and it was created by the divine, by God, by whoever you call God, in order to strengthen, develop, and show us where we need to heal. So I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you next Wednesday, and I hope you have a great week. You can catch me at www.narcissistnirvana.com.